Team Giannis Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Hi everyone, we welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Marc. This is the quality of my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, what the amazing selection of players we have here tonight. This year promises to be an epic event. Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Well, look at the West All-Star starting group. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LeBron James. That's Harden. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Davis at the 5.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches, what a day. And the NBA knows how to throw a party and celebrate its game. There's no doubt about that. An All-Star week, one great show after another.
Here's LeBron. And it's Nikola making his last shot. And there's you. And there's the 5 team. But it's at 5.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place. And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the latest scenes in all their sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd. Well, you can't expect lockdown in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
The pass to G. Davis with it. Kicks it out to Harden. Down to 5 on the side foul. James Harden, one of the most feared scorers in league history. He gets buckets every way you can imagine.
And the beard, known for his fearlessness, attacking contact, and working himself to the line. I like the restraint he's shown in the All-Star game, relying more on his long-range accuracy to fill up the scoring power.
Here's LeBron. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. And on the wing, covered by Giannis. LeBron the Kubo, and then Leonard gets it to him.
As is always the case, the story of the game tonight don't have a lot to do with defense. That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game. That's the way the defense being played here early on. But, you know, I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defense game until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds. Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it straight to the basket.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Alden.
Kevin, thank you. Had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He really enjoys the camaraderie this weekend brings. Everybody gets a break in the season, breathe a little bit, enjoy the events, enjoy the game. And he said it couldn't come at a more perfect time for his team. They've been grinding all season. This is the best of both worlds. Guys,
Thank you, David. Out here, Simmons. After LeBron James's miss. And B, no good.
So the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And B against James. Leonard prepares for Davis. And Davis punches down.
It's about the leaping ability of Davis. Easily gets off the ground to total. He's a quick temper and decision maker.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the East All-Star. It's a 3-point game. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's one up. A shot by Nikola. Nobody around. No good on the triple. Nikola has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. And it's Davis with the chance.
Sunrise and every day you can count on LeBron to have his hand up standing the floor and finding the open man.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
A cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And Kawhi Leonard, never the flashiest player, Craig, but there's no question he deserves a spot among the league's best.
A player who is a two-way terror. It's long. It's as real as it gets.
Two players are now for the East. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic, he's jacked in for Davis. Griffin comes in for James. Bradley Beal's jacked in for James Harden. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Lillard. They'll head open up here from Oladipo. Neal from three-point land.
You know, Oladipo feels like he can take and make this shot whenever he wants to. You can just see the confidence.
Outside to Beal. And the best new Leonard. Inside, Jokic to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Just 4 to shoot. Beal, shot is good.
I'm going to get a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but you got him on to leave open.
Now here's Walker. Releases. And good. Got the friendly bounce at the right side of the rim.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight, we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free throw. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Walker. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
And he drops him away up off the goal.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Oladipo, the pass to Towns. He kicks to Aldridge. Oladipo outside. And a big assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. 6 points to Victor Oladipo.
Guys, he's become a legitimate shooter from distance. Victor Oladipo is now somebody the defense has to respect from beyond the arc.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Griffin into possession.
Pretty much all of it, but it's coming from inside the paint there.
Walker with it. Fires from deep. They're pretty well if we conclude the first quarter. It's the West All-Stars up by 4. So the second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes teammates to
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And it's easy enough presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. Hope you up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Jokic is out there with Griffin. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Paul in at the point guard position.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Now, here's Jokic. Count it, good. Jokic has got the lead up to 6 now for the West All-Stars.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse for them.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the lead and finish it.
Foot slam.
Instincts from the veteran point guard. This ball has tremendous feel for the game and for how to get his teammates the ball when they're open.
Now, here's Walker. Pulls it from 20. And he gets the jump in the drop. He's got his second basket of the night. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Vucevic, he's checked in for Jokic. Anthony Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. James checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Harden in for Bradley Beal. Now here's LeBron. Passes to Harden. Three-pointer. Griffin on miss. Shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Davis is really a total package. A mobile, sharp shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the West All-Stars?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Here's Russell. Kicks the Butler. He beats it to Giannis. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
He's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just
And I saw all these dunks. I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I'm loving it. These players are really studying their stuff tonight. Showtime.
He's trying to get open. Good on that side with that. The All-Stars lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, the great freak, the 15th pick back in 2013.
Not even a lottery pick. Not many saw this coming. He's grown in size and skill. And he has a chance to be the best in the world. He's every bit.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the East All-Star. The spin dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It was so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Harden kicks the ball. James against Antetokounmpo. On right side. The ball. Just 5 to shoot. Griffin is a shot clock ticks down.
Possession nearly gets away from him, but then here comes CP3 to the rescue.
Here's Butler. The rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better.
You know, this is what James is most dangerous. Attacking is looking to tear into that defense.
Here's Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Simmons. On the wing, Giannis. Covered by LeBron. Good on that side. Back to the West All-Stars. Lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Antetokounmpo. It's out for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
LeBron is his second to none, and his decision-making just as good. Slick pass defense.
Davis has got a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Russell kicks to Simmons. Looking from outside. The putback. On the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Kyle Lowry in for D'Angelo Russell. Then for the West All-Stars, Marc Gasol checked in for Vucevic. Westbrook comes in for James. And it's Damian Lillard in for Paul. Westbrook against Butler. 6 to shoot. Westbrook against Simmons. Westbrook, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Up top, Embiid. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. Not that one. And now it's just a 4-point West All-Star lead.
And 2 teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
Harden scanning the floor. And the three off target. Harden's got 1 4 from the field. Here's Butler inside 2 by Butler.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons. Oh, amazing.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Lillard dishes to Davis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for him here at the line.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. After we thinking jump shot, get a little pop fake.
2 for 2 at the strike. Here's George. No points in the game yet for him. From 11 feet away. And he hits the jump shot.
This is one of George's main strengths, a phenomenal mid-range scorer.
From outside. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The All-Stars lead by 3. And we'll be back right after this. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in the sold-out arena. There you go. Kenny and Jeff Smith. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
Obviously, this has been a back and forth type of thing, but now you're going to start to see the competitiveness come out of these guys. That's why you got to see it real nice and smooth. Competitiveness, a little more defense, not a lot more, but certainly a lot more intensity. At the end of the day, every guy on that court out there is built to win. This particular All-Star game has some real energy. Guys aren't just going out there and going to the motions. They're actually digging in and trying to win. This is different. I can't wait for the second.
That's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final. Oh, bugger.
Remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Man, that first half was terrific. I bet anything, though, the second half is even more in store for us. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters. And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starter of the All-Star game. And then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, when you're playing by the fans for the coaches, I mean the title NBA All-Star. And that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Ben Simmons is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Lowry. And it's Butler in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Leonard attacking. Back to Harden. Finds the 3. That's good. And it's Leonard with the assist. He's got 3 assists in it. Real great. One thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, it's always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And when you make 5 in a row folks like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides. The way he does. He draws the attention on the inside, and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jump.
Simmons finds Lowry. Over a minute and a half into the first quarter of it.
And, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
To the inside, and LeBron throws it down.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Floats it up for Jam. And stolen by Simmons. The fourth. Good on that shot. With Snowstorms. Lead is cut down to his 2 points in the bucket from final low. No timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Every time I have a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle when they come out of this timeout.
A big group substitution here for the East. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Ben Simmons. Russell, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Kemba Walker in for Kyle Lowry. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for the Davis. Bradley Beal subbed in for James Harden.
The flash by Antetokounmpo. I mean, that's an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Here's Leonard. Plays it up and puts it in. And it's got 6 points.
It would be 4 in a row for him down out there, but I'm racing out of the gate to start with the second half.
Then finds Walker. So with the offensive rebound, and Drummond is right there. Drummond's got the game tied up here for the East All-Star.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working, just a strong and offensive rebound.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was intended for.
He almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long.
So that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
But it's not it. Be honest. That's the Walker for the lead. West All-Stars with the rebound.
They had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the slam by Griffin.
But Damian the Griffin is really superb in these situations. He has a great sense of when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
East All-Stars call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all pretty good. They're playing. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long process really starts to add up.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Towers is checked in for Andre Drummond. Paul George comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Oladipo in for D'Angelo Russell. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first goal of the game. Also, Westbrook checked in for Leonard. And Chris Paul subbed in for Damian Lillard. .144 left in the third quarter. Paul passes to Jokic. Towns with the steal. Here's George. George with the finish.
Now, that's what these people came to see, just positionally. Well, that was tremendous. That would be worth some points in the dunk contest.
And Carl Anthony Towns, the number 1 overall pick, he was a rookie of the year, an all-star. He's lived up to the hype.
One of the unicorns, an athletic seven footer who can post up and fire it up from long range. He's now the prototype.
As aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Westbrook against Oladipo. Shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was on.
Oh, Griffin in position. Oh, he couldn't away the alley. To be good point offensively. A shot by George, wide open. Nice for that time to Walker. He's got his third assist on the night. Ball picks to Griffin. No good on the shot on that time. And so it's Walker with him who brings it up for the East All-Stars. They lead by 1. 7-second difference. Shot game clock. Here it's George. The shot from the low post is good. George has had 7 points here in this quarter.
Terrific awareness that time from Walker. Nice job getting his open teammates to
He's in the one-hand center. Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And Kevin, I would suggest that he stay with those basics because we got a tight one here.
Now, here's Oladipo. And the right. Second quarter. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. East All-Stars ahead. They lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second. But join us right back here for the start of the fourth. And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
Class basketball being played here tonight. That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Davis is out there about the sun. Then there's Russell Westbrook. It's LeBron James. And it's Harden and it's Nikola. Simmons finds driving. Outside, George. It's him. He's a very efficient 5 and 6 on the game.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
James, the best of Harden. Yes, that's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. And here are the East All-Stars now. Oladipo taking his time here. He has the open look. And finally, the match with a 3-pointer of their own.
Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Bang.
This one for 3. Stars with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he uses the glass on the way.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
Lowry passes to Simmons. Outside, George. Back to Lowry. That's like 25. The rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
He's trying to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be going.
There's the pass to Westbrook. To the middle. And Davis punches it in.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at winning offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
To the paint. Here's George. And Davis sees it there. And for the ball out of bounds, Kubo checked in for the East. Butler comes in for Oladipo. Leonard, he's checked in for the West. Just a little under 2.5 minutes of pass now here in the fourth. Giannis outside. 5 on the clock. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that role.
It's good. He's got 10 points in just the second half.
And with each season, people continue to polish up his post game. He's got such a nice high release on the shot, and at his size, virtually impossible to block. Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Simmons dishes go out. Flying with his three.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Looking at that full slam.
He moves so well. When Leonard drives away, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Simmons against James. Butler deciding where to go with it. This is it for Embiid.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Shot clock at 5. Butler finds Embiid. The shot's good.
You know, Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing the free possession and commanding the ball.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Damian Lillard check in for the West. Harden against Marc. Down low, Davis puts the move on. And against the basket, the Pistons long versus chance at the line for one. You know, the Pistons inside the bench. Staying under control, taking a stand, really and just against up on some numbers here with the scoring breakdown for the West also. The passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
So I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
It's inside. Two confidence coming up, and they are shooting from.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
You know, usually when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it, he passes it pretty well, defends with intensity. He's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of the floor play.
And Leonard gets it to him.
Listen to the change. Defense is taking a back secondary on the marquee, but who knows the team? Let's go. I like that.
And Simmons gets it up.
Tell you what, if you're going to do something that's great whenever it takes over possession like that, you have an instinct for sure.
And finds Leonard. 15 left to play. And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
He gets that off in style. He gets the finish with the home. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo.
Really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best play. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Leonard looking over the floor. He kicks to James. And he gets over to Davis.
You know, we've got no steps from LeBron James. When his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
The East All-Stars, flag time here. They're behind by 5. Inside, Simmons.
In his head, and smell Simmons rises to the occasion. But the capitalizing this team desperately needs him to do so.
Then against Giannis. Leonard, the best to Davis. Kicks it to Lillard. Trying to shoot to Davis. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Here's King. Big foul.
You know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you got to treat every possession like it's good.
Timeout call. Installs the 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
They're trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly. They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
From Team Giannis. A shot. No good. Taking up the win.
It's another what's the thing that happened in these games? The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, we're seeing a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that our broadcast line and sure enough it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our all-star coverage. Thanks everyone for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
What?